God's answer in the waiting. My dear children, come and rest in my presence now. Feel the stillness of this sacred moment, as if you were sitting quietly in a small chapel at dawn. The soft glow of altar candles surrounds you, their light flickering like gentle whispers of hope. A distant church bell chimes, echoing across the quiet fields, reminding you that time belongs to me and that every moment is held in my hands. Sunlight breaks through a stained glass window, scattering colors across the floor, like the many hues of my promises shining upon your life. I have called you here, not by accident, but by my love. I see the heaviness you carry, the questions you hold, the long prayers that seem unanswered. I know the ache in your soul when silence lingers, when the waiting stretches beyond what you thought you could endure. My dear children, listen closely, for in this stillness I am near. I have not turned away from you. I am whispering to your spirit even now. I am working in ways you cannot see. My love for you is unshaken, constant, and everlasting. I am the one who formed you, who numbered every hair on your head, who knows your rising and your resting. Nothing in your life escapes my notice. I know how often you have poured out your prayers and felt the silence press in like a heavy night. Yet I tell you, my dear children, I am not silent. Even when you hear no answer, I am moving in the deep places of your story. I draw you into this moment so that your heart may rest, so that you may know my voice again. I do not abandon you. I do not delay without purpose. I hold time itself, and every delay you experience is part of my greater design. Trust me, for I am faithful, and I will not forget you. My dear children, the problem you face is not that I have forgotten your prayers, but that my answers unfold in my timing. You live in a world that hurries, that presses for immediate results, but my kingdom grows like a seed beneath the soil. Habakkuk 2:3 declares, "For the vision is yet for the appointed time. Though it linger, wait for it will surely come. It will not delay." These are not just words written long ago. They are my living promise to you today. Think of the seed buried beneath the earth. For a long time, nothing seems to happen. Rain falls, storms pass, days turn into nights, and still the ground looks unchanged. Yet beneath the surface, roots are forming, life is stirring, strength is being prepared, and then, in the fullness of time, the seed breaks through the soil, tender yet strong, reaching for the sunlight I provide. This is how my answers come in your life. The waiting is not wasted. It is the place where strength is born. My dear children, I know discouragement tries to settle into your heart. I see when doubt whispers, "Perhaps God does not hear me. Perhaps He does not care." But I say to you now, I hear every word you speak. I catch every tear that falls, and I treasure every sigh of your heart. Nothing is hidden from me. My silence is never absence. My waiting is never neglect. My timing is always love. You long for resolution, for clarity, for breakthrough, and I long for your good, for your growth, for your eternal joy. When I delay, it is not to punish you, but to prepare you. Just as the seed must endure its hidden season before its blossom can be seen, so must you endure times when my hand works in unseen ways. Trust that I am shaping you for more than you have asked. Remember, my dear children, My son once said, "Ask, and it shall be given to you. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and the door shall be opened." Matthew chapter 7:7. Do not lose heart in asking, in seeking, in knocking. For with every prayer you are knocking on a door that I myself hold. And when it opens, it will open in the fullness of blessing, not in the measure of haste. Let the image of the seedling stay with you. Picture it rising after the rains, delicate but determined, pushing through the weight of the earth into the light. So will my answers break forth for you. At the right moment, what was hidden will be revealed. What was delayed will be delivered. What seemed impossible will become reality. I know that waiting is hard, my dear children. I know the questions that keep you awake, the longing that feels like an ache in your chest. But let this be the place where you lean on me most deeply. For in the silence you will find my presence. In the waiting you will hear my whispers. In the delay you will discover that I am enough. Do not measure my faithfulness by the speed of my answers. Measure it by the cross, where I gave everything for you. Measure it by the empty tomb, where I conquered death to secure your eternity. Measure it by the Spirit within you, who never leaves nor forsakes you. I am faithful beyond measure, and if I did not withhold my own Son for you, how much more will I give what you need at the right time? My dear children, I am teaching you through waiting. I am shaping patience within you, not as a burden, but as a gift. For patience grows into endurance, endurance into character, and character into hope that does not disappoint. Your waiting is not empty space. It is fertile soil for your faith to deepen. And in that soil, my promises take root until they break forth in glory. Lift up your eyes, for I am nearer than you think. Feel my arms around you like a father who never lets go. Let the peace of my spirit be the still water for your restless soul. Breathe in my love as if it were fresh air after a storm. Even in your unanswered prayers, I am the answer. Even in your silence, I am speaking. Even in your waiting, I am working. My dear children, let your heart rest in the truth that nothing is wasted in my hands. Every season of waiting, every unanswered prayer, every long night of silence is woven into a tapestry of purpose that I alone can see from beginning to end. I am the author of your story, and I never lose track of a single chapter. What feels like a pause to you is often preparation in my plan. What seems like delay is sometimes the very soil where your faith is strengthened. Think of the rain falling again and again on the earth. To the eye it seems repetitive, even unnecessary, but in reality it is softening the ground, nourishing the hidden seed, ensuring that when the moment comes, life will rise strong. So it is with your prayers and your waiting. Each moment you trust me, each time you choose to hope instead of despair, you are like that steady rain that prepares the soil for my promise. Do not be dismayed by silence, for silence is not emptiness in my presence. Silence is where you learn to listen beyond noise, where you discover my whispers in the depth of your spirit. I am nearer to you in the silence than you realize. The enemy will try to convince you that silence means abandonment. But I tell you, silence is where I train your heart to hear me most clearly. My dear children, know that I am a Father who delights in giving good gifts. I have not forgotten you. I am not withholding out of neglect, but out of wisdom. A parent does not place heavy burdens into the hands of a child too young to carry them, but waits until the child is ready, until the time is safe. In the same way, I wait until your heart is strong enough, until your path is prepared enough, until the blessing will bring life and not harm. This is my love, even when you do not yet understand. When you feel that discouragement is winning, remember my promises. I said in Isaiah, "They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. They shall walk and not faint." This is not only a word for the past, but a promise alive for you today. As you wait on me, your strength is not wasted, it is renewed. Your wings are being prepared for flight, even while you feel earthbound. Picture the eagle rising on the wind. It does not rush. It does not flap in panic. It simply spreads its wings and trusts the current to lift it higher. That is what I ask of you. Spread your trust wide, rest in my timing, and let the current of my Spirit carry you. Do not be afraid of waiting. Waiting is where I prove my faithfulness. My dear children, there is beauty hidden even in your unanswered prayers. For in those times you come to know me not only as the giver of gifts, but as the gift itself. You discover that I am not just the one who brings answers, but the answer to your deepest need. When you think you are waiting for a door to open, I am teaching you that I am already the way. When you think you are waiting for healing, I am revealing that I am your healer even now. When you think you are waiting for provision, I am showing you that I am your daily bread and living water. Trust that I am shaping eternity through your present moments. You see only a thread. I see the whole tapestry. You feel the weight of the stone. I see the crown being formed. You hear silence. I hear the music of faith rising in your soul. Do not despise the day of small beginnings. Do not think lightly of the slow growth of faith. For just as the seed pushes upward, grain by grain, so will my promises unfold, step by step. There will be a day when you look back on this waiting season and you will see how it was filled with my care. You will say, "The Lord was there all along, and His timing was perfect." My dear children, hold fast to hope. Let hope be the anchor for your soul, steady and secure, even when storms arise. Let hope keep you rooted, just as the seedling clings to the soil, knowing light will come. Hope is not wishful thinking. It is the certainty that I, your Father, am faithful. It is the assurance that if I have spoken, it shall be fulfilled. Lift your eyes beyond what you see. Fix your gaze on me, the one who holds your future. Let my peace flow into you like a river after heavy rain, cleansing away fear, refreshing every dry place in your soul. Let my love embrace you like sunlight breaking through clouds after a long night. Feel the warmth on your face, the certainty that morning has come. I am not far from you. I am in the waiting. I am in the silence. I am in the unanswered places, working with precision, shaping with care, leading you step by step. My dear children, you are never alone in this journey. Even when your prayers seem unanswered, you are being carried in my arms. My dear children, lean in close, for I long to speak peace into your heart. You measure time in hours and days, but I measure it in eternity. You see a moment as a delay, but I see it as a divine pause, a sacred interval in which I am shaping you, guarding you, and preparing the fullness of the blessing that awaits. My ways are higher than your ways, and my timing is not bound by the ticking of the clock. Think of a great artist painting on a canvas. To the unfinished eye, the brush strokes may seem scattered, colors placed without reason. But step back, and you will see the masterpiece forming, every stroke intentional, every shade chosen with purpose. So it is with your life. You see fragments, I see the whole. You see waiting, I see weaving. And I weave all things together for your good, because you are loved beyond measure. My dear children, the waiting is not punishment. It is my gentle hand guiding you into deeper trust. In the quiet, I ask you to lay down control and let me be the shepherd of your soul. For when you try to rush ahead, when you demand answers in your time, you carry burdens never meant for your shoulders. But when you rest in me, you find the freedom of surrender, and the weight lifts. You cry out, "How long, Lord?" And I whisper back, "Until the soil is ready, until the roots are strong, until the fruit will not wither." I do not waste seasons. Even the long rains serve their purpose. Even the hidden roots prepare for the harvest. Do not despise this season, for in it I am building foundations that storms cannot shake. Remember, my dear children, I do not measure delay as you do. To you, years may feel like a desert, but to me, they are rivers carving deep channels in your soul where my spirit can flow without hindrance. To you, days of silence feel like endless night, but to me, they are the dawn preparing its light. Trust me when you cannot trace me. Believe in me when you cannot see me. For blessed are those who walk by faith and not by sight. Think of Abraham, who waited for the promise of a son. Think of Joseph, who waited in prison before stepping into his purpose. Think of David, who waited years between the anointing and the throne. None of these delays were wasted. In the waiting, their faith was forged. In the waiting, their character was refined. In the waiting, their destiny was secured. And in the same way, I am shaping your journey. My dear children, I know the ache of your unanswered prayers. I see the nights when you wonder if I hear you. Let this truth wash over you. I hear every prayer, even the ones too deep for words. The Spirit Himself intercedes with groans that words cannot express. You are never unheard, never overlooked, never forgotten. Even before a word is on your tongue, I know it completely. Lift your eyes to the hills, for your help comes from me. I am your keeper. I neither slumber nor sleep. While you wait, I am watching. While you wonder, I am working. While you feel still, I am stirring all things into alignment. My dear children, my silence is not my absence. My timing is not my denial. My plan is not your disappointment, but your destiny. Picture once more the seedling. The rains fall, the soil presses heavy, but at the right moment, it breaks through into light. This is your story too. You may feel buried, but you are planted. You may feel forgotten, but you are growing. You may feel delayed, but you are right on time in my hands. Do not let discouragement take root. Let hope be the seed in your heart. Let faith water it daily. Let trust be the sunlight that nourishes it. For in due season you shall reap if you do not lose heart. My dear children, when discouragement comes, remember who I am. I am your Father, unchanging in love. I am your shepherd, guiding every step. I am your rock, steady beneath your feet. I am your Redeemer, restoring what is broken. I am your provider, meeting needs you do not yet see. And I am your healer, binding wounds you thought would never close. You may ask for one thing, but I prepare another that is greater. You may think I am withholding, but I am protecting. You may believe I am delaying, but I am perfecting. My plans for you are good, plans to give you hope and a future. Do not trade your faith for fear in the waiting. Hold fast, for my promises are sure. And when the answer comes, when the door opens, when the light breaks, you will see why the waiting mattered. You will see that every tear watered the soil of blessing, every prayer bent my ear, every sigh reached my heart. Nothing was wasted, nothing overlooked, nothing lost. My dear children, do not think that waiting is wasted time. Waiting in my presence is holy ground. In the waiting you are not idle, you are being transformed. I use seasons of silence to deepen your roots in me, to strip away what is shallow, to strengthen what is eternal. The world tells you that waiting is weakness, but I tell you waiting is strength, because it anchors you in trust. It teaches you to lean on me when all else feels uncertain. Consider the tree planted by streams of water. Its roots reach deep, unseen, stretching farther underground than its branches above. The storms come, the winds blow, but it does not topple, because its strength is not in what is seen, but in what is hidden. My dear children, you are like that tree when you learn to wait upon me. The roots you build in this season will carry you through storms yet to come. I know discouragement presses hard against you. The enemy whispers lies, telling you I have forgotten, telling you my promises will never come to pass. But remember, I am not like man, that I should lie. My word does not return void. If I have spoken, it shall be accomplished. The delay is not denial. The silence is not refusal. The waiting is the soil where my word is preparing to sprout. Think of the farmer who plants his field. He does not dig up the soil each morning to see if the seed has sprouted. He trusts the process. He waits for the rain, and in time the harvest comes. So must you trust me, even when nothing appears to change. Your prayers are like seeds planted in faith. Your tears are like water poured upon them. Your trust is the sunlight that nourishes them. In due season, the harvest will come. My dear children, lean into the lesson of my servant Habakkuk. He cried out, longing for answers, but I told him, the vision is yet for the appointed time, though it linger, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not delay. These words remain alive for you today. I do not forget the vision I place in your heart. I do not abandon the dreams I birth within you. They may linger, but they are alive, waiting for their appointed time. Do not let impatience rob you of blessing. So many step away in discouragement just before the breakthrough dawns. So many let go of the promise when the soil is darkest, unaware that the seed is about to break forth. My dear children, do not give up now. Hold fast, for your waiting is not in vain. There are treasures I reserve only for those who wait. Intimacy with me, peace beyond understanding, trust that cannot be shaken, these grow not in the rush but in the stillness. You say you want quick answers, but I want lasting transformation. You ask for relief, but I prepare you for victory. You desire resolution, but I desire resurrection bringing life where there was only death, hope where there was despair, joy where there were only ashes. Picture once more the seedling breaking through the soil. It is small, fragile, tender, yet it carries the power of new life. The earth that seemed to bury it becomes the very ground that nourishes it. So it is with your trials, your delays, your silence. What feels like burial is in truth planting. What feels like loss is preparation for abundance. For, my dear children, I see your weariness. I know how heavy it feels to pray again and again with no visible change. But every prayer is gathered, every cry is recorded, every longing is treasured. I am a father who remembers, I am a shepherd who carries, I am a redeemer who restores. Trust me in this hidden work. Even now I am aligning pieces you cannot see. I am preparing hearts, moving circumstances, weaving together answers that will come at the exact right time. If I were to show you now, you would marvel at how intricate my hand is, how careful my timing is, how faithful my love is. Be patient, for the unveiling is near. Do not look only at what is delayed. Look at what is happening within you. Your faith is maturing. Your patience is growing. Your dependence on me is deepening. You are being conformed into the likeness of my Son, who also waited, who trusted me even in Gethsemane, who surrendered to my will upon the cross. If my beloved Son endured waiting, will you not also trust that I will bring you through? My dear children, be encouraged. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not abandoned. My hand is upon you. My spirit is within you. My love surrounds you. I am with you in the waiting, and when the time comes, you will see that the waiting itself was a gift. Lift your heart now. Let go of anxiety. Rest in the assurance that I am faithful. Let my peace settle upon you like the gentle rain after a storm. Let my love embrace you like the morning sun breaking through the clouds. Let hope rise again in your soul, for the waiting will end and the promise will come. My dear children, let your spirit rest in this truth. You are never waiting alone. Every step of your journey, I am beside you. I walk with you through the valley. I sit with you in the silence. I carry you when you feel too weak to move. The waiting that feels so lonely to you is, in reality, a season of companionship with me unlike any other. Think of a child who falls asleep in their father's arms during a long journey. The child does not worry about the distance, nor the time, nor the road ahead. They simply rest, knowing their father will bring them safely home. That is how I call you to rest in me during your waiting. You may not know how long the journey is, but you can be certain of this. I will never let you go. My dear children, I know the discouragement that whispers to your soul. It tells you that others have received answers while you are left behind. It tempts you to believe that your prayers are weaker, your faith smaller, your heart forgotten. But hear me, I am not partial. I do not love one more than another. My timing for each of you is crafted with the precision of eternity. You are not overlooked. Your story is not delayed in vain. Just as the stars each shine at their appointed time in the night sky, so does each of my promises rise at its appointed moment in your life. One star does not envy another, for each has its place in the heavens. So too, you must not measure your journey against another's. I have written your story with my own hand, and its chapters unfold at the perfect pace I have set. You may think the waiting is a pause, but it is part of the song. A symphony does not rush its rests. They are essential to its beauty. Without them, the music would lose its depth. So it is with your life, my dear children. The pauses, the silences, the long intervals where you wait, these are part of the melody I am composing. And one day, you will hear how every note fit perfectly. I remind you now of my servant Joseph, sold into slavery, cast into prison, forgotten by men, yet not forgotten by me. In those years of waiting, I was positioning him, preparing him, aligning all things for the day when he would save many lives. If you had looked upon him in prison, you might have thought his prayers unanswered. But I was working even then, and at the appointed time, the doors opened, and he stepped into the destiny I had promised. My dear children, learn from Joseph's story. What seems like delay is often preparation. What feels like loss may be the very path to greater purpose. Do not despair in the pit, for I am the God who lifts up. Do not despair in the prison, for I am the God who opens doors. Your waiting is not wasted. It is woven with purpose. When you grow weary, remember the words I spoke through my prophet Isaiah. They that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. You may feel faint, but I am renewing you. You may feel weary, but I am strengthening you. You may feel stuck, but I am preparing you to soar. Waiting is not stagnation. It is transformation. My dear children, waiting is where you learn to lean on promises rather than circumstances. It is where you come to know me, not just as the one who answers, but as the one who is enough even before the answer comes. It is where you discover that peace does not depend on circumstances, but on my presence. You pray for the door to open, but I give you peace while it is closed. You pray for the storm to cease, but I give you calm in the boat. You pray for the thorn to be removed, but I give you grace that is sufficient. Do you see? Even before the answer arrives, I am already answering with myself. Lift up your eyes, my dear children, and behold my faithfulness. Recall the times I have carried you before. Remember the prayers already answered, the battles already won, the valleys already crossed. If I was faithful then, will I not be faithful now? If I provided then, will I not provide again? If I delivered you before, will I not deliver you once more? The enemy wants you to believe that waiting is hopeless, but I declare to you, waiting is where hope is forged. Hope that clings when sight cannot confirm. Hope that holds when circumstances seem bleak. Hope that anchors your soul in the certainty of my character. And hope does not disappoint, because my love has been poured into your heart by my Spirit. My dear children, I ask you now, will you trust me with the unknown? Will you rest in my promises even when the ground feels silent? Will you let the image of the seedling remind you that what looks hidden is only growing stronger? For the rain has purpose, the soil has purpose, the waiting has purpose, and in due season you will see the fruit. So do not be afraid. Do not let despair take root. Let faith rise again in you, steady and unshaken. Let love hold you firm. Let hope carry you forward. For I am the Lord your God, and I do not fail. Even now I whisper peace into your heart. Be still, and know that I am God. Be still, and know that I am working. Be still, and know that I am with you, in the waiting, in the silence, in every unanswered prayer. And in the fullness of time you will rejoice, for my promise will come, and you will see that I was faithful all along. My dear children, as we come to the closing of this time together, I want you to feel the weight of my love resting gently upon you like a warm cloak on a cool evening. Let your soul exhale and find rest in me. You have listened, you have opened your heart, and even now my spirit is moving within you, bringing comfort, renewing hope, and whispering truth to places that once felt silent and barren. The journey of waiting does not end with discouragement. It ends with my promise. And though your heart may still wrestle with unanswered questions, I remind you that I am not a God who abandons his children. I am the one who draws near to the brokenhearted, who lifts the weary, who shines light into the darkest of nights. My dear children, feel my nearness now. The waiting you endure is not a void. It is a sanctuary. It is the holy space where faith grows like a hidden seed, where your roots stretch deep into my presence, where hope takes form even when sight cannot yet confirm. Trust this. I am in the waiting with you. I am not far. I am not silent. I am not indifferent. I am your Father, and I am here. Picture the clouds breaking open after a long storm. The sun streams down, golden and pure, kissing the earth with warmth. Birds begin to sing again, the rivers swell with fresh water, and the fields glisten with new life. So it is with my answers. They come like light after darkness, like rain after drought, like peace after turmoil. They arrive not a moment too early, not a moment too late, but always in the fullness of my perfect time. My dear children, I bless you now with peace that transcends understanding. Let it guard your hearts and minds in Christ Jesus. Let it be like a gentle river flowing steadily through your soul, washing away fear, washing away doubt, leaving only the calm assurance that you are held. You are loved. You are safe. Do not fear tomorrow, for tomorrow is already in my hands. Do not be anxious about what you cannot see, for I see the end from the beginning. Do not let your spirit grow weary, for I am the one who renews your strength. Even now, I am pouring living water into the dry places of your life. Even now I am breathing new breath into your weary lungs. Even now I am lifting the burden that pressed too heavily upon your shoulders. Hear me, my dear children. The vision is yet for an appointed time. Though it linger, wait for it. It will surely come. It will not delay. These words from Habakkuk are not distant echoes. They are living promises for you today. Hold them close as a lantern in the night. And remember also the words I spoke through my servant David. Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and he shall strengthen your heart. This is my word to you now. Your courage will not run dry. Your hope will not be cut off. Your waiting will not be in vain. Come now, picture yourself in my embrace. You are like a child leaning against the chest of a father, hearing the steady heartbeat that never changes. That heartbeat is my love for you, constant, faithful, eternal. Let it reassure you when everything else feels uncertain. Let it be your rhythm, your anchor, your rest. My dear children, I bless you with the assurance that you are never alone. Even in the moments when silence seems deafening, my presence is surrounding you like the unseen air you breathe. Even in the delays that test your patience, My hand is guiding you like a shepherd who never leaves his flock. Lift your eyes now. See beyond your discouragement. See the horizon where dawn is already breaking. The long night is giving way to light. The still soil is readying to burst with life. The prayers you thought forgotten are stored in my heart, waiting for their appointed moment to bloom. Do not give up, my dear children. Do not let despair win. Stand firm in faith and let your hope shine like a candle that no wind can snuff out. Your endurance is precious to me. Your trust delights my heart. Your waiting is not wasted, it is worship. Now I pour my blessing upon you. May my peace guard you. May my joy strengthen you. May my spirit guide you. May my light shine upon your path. May you feel me as close as the very breath you take. And may you know without a shadow of doubt that you are mine, always and forever. Rest now in the calm after the storm. Drink deeply of the rivers of living water that flow from my throne. Walk in the light that breaks through clouds of uncertainty. And know that my embrace never loosens. My promises never fail, my love never ends. My dear children, you have heard my voice today. Carry it with you into the days ahead. When discouragement whispers, recall these words. When doubt presses in, return to this place of peace. When waiting feels too long, remember the seed beneath the soil, quietly growing, silently preparing, until the day it breaks forth into life. I love you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with cords of kindness. I will never forsake you. Hold fast to me, and I will carry you through every season, every silence, every delay. And now, as this time of reflection draws to a close, I ask something simple of you. If this message has touched your heart, if my words have brought peace to your spirit, if hope has risen within you again, then let others taste this same hope. Share this message so that more of my children may be reminded of my love. Gently invite others to hear my voice through what you have heard today. My dear children, if you are able, leave your reflections here. Let your words of faith encourage others who are also waiting. Let your testimonies become sparks of light for those who sit in darkness. And if you wish to walk closely with me through more moments like this, remain connected here. Let this place be a well you can return to when you need refreshment for your soul. Do this not as a task, but as a gift. For every time you share, every time you comment, every time you stay connected, you are helping spread the fragrance of my love, the warmth of my presence, the light of my truth into the lives of many who are desperate to hear it.